Good morning, everybody. It's June 1st. Let's see what's going on. Monthly candles are coming up for technical analysis, so that's gonna be very, very interesting. Starting by ES. So, pre market right now, 5 is down, 15 down, and 30 got a dead cross. But futures are flat, so overnight, just future was just up and down, up and down. They still haven't decided if we're gonna go up or down. They're waiting for Senate to pass the deal. If deal goes through, and then we have to see what's the market reaction. It could be fly up. It could be sell the news, go down. So anything is possible. Always be prepared for any scenario. So anyhow, we're still bullish on the weekly, but the MACD is flat a little bit. Until we don't get a dead cross on the weekly, a MACD still can have jump ups, and every pullback that can come with a jump up. And there's every time that there's a pullback into the market, there's like today or yesterday, they're showing bearish sign that market is going to go down. There is always a sign that it can bounce up because of weekly of still being bullish. Daily MACD is curving down. That's not a good sign. And let's go to NQ. NQ pre-market right now, 5 is 15, 30 is all down, 30 is about to dead cross. 1 hour we're getting flashing red bars. What's interesting is that the 4 hour is still going down, and the red bars are increasing. So once we get a yellow bar, or better than that, MACD golden crosses, then we can have a bigger bounce up. But if you look at the NQ, it looks like it's just bull flagging. It's just making a bull flag, and we'll see if it's gonna break down or break up. SPY, let me just look at the daily. Is just a mess. One day up, one day down, not so clear. But NQ is like a bull flag. If it goes below 14156, it's gonna get ugly. But daily we got a dark blue bar, and weekly we still super bullish there. Um, and anyhow, let's go to next one. TNX finally monthly MACD's dead cross. That's awesome. This is very good news. And if this goes down, that means inflation is coming down a lot. That's a huge sign. And Fed love this to go to 2. And this one, the play to do it is TLT. Um, Let me just look at one thing. IF. Okay, so TLT right now is on the rise. Yesterday was, last 3 days was three candles, and MACD daily golden cross, and right now is gapping up 28 cents. So next target to watch is 103.92. Passes that one, we are running for 104, 106, and 108, I believe. So yeah, 107.34. So these are the next target for TLT. TLT is on the run right now. TNX, the more it falls, TLT, the higher it flies up. So anyhow, next one we got TNX DXY. DXY is still an issue a little bit, but daily we got a dark blue bar, and pulling back a little bit. So this one, at least as long as it doesn't go up, is good for techs. But pulling back, if it accelerate pullback, it can help tech going up. And right now showing bearish signs pre-market. What else you got here? BTC. BTC, nothing exciting. It's just a little bit downward, so we need to get a solid jump up for a solid run up. But yeah, nothing exciting there. Apple got $33 million sell share yesterday at the close. It was very bullish. It was just 179.51 was a key point to pass to go to all time high, but it was just crazy. Like yesterday, from 350 to like 420, there was massive volume coming on a lot of names. There was a huge rebalance. Like Apple got a huge sell at the close. Google got a huge sell. Then Tesla got a huge buy. There was so many rebalance. Boeing got a huge buy, and then there was just money moving all around, and that's normal. For end of the month rebalancing, a lot of institution, a lot of big money holders, they rebalance their stocks, their shares, and end of the months. So, but Apple again, 179.51 is the key level to watch, and right now the levels to watch is 175, 177, 178.37, and 179. If it passes 179.59, we are going for the all-time high. But below that, it's right now below it, and it's between 177 and 178. Breaks 177, it can get sell off and go back to 175. What's interesting is yesterday we got a MACD Golden Cross daily, but the sell off at the close was just a little bit like invalidated the chance for running up today. And pre-market right now 5, 15, 30 is downward, 1 hour is downward, 4 hour is curving down. So there is weakness there for Apple, but if it jumps at open, it's gonna be a runner again. If it goes below 177, then it's run down 175, 174 on lower levels. Amazon, again, 123 is the key level, as I mentioned before. It's just up and down. Pre-market right now, no clear direction. 1 hour is golden cross. That is a very good sign. If passes 121.23, we're looking at 122.49 and 123 next key level. Passes, then the sky is the limit. Um, yeah, that's about Amazon. Nvidia, what's interesting is a lot of people are starting locking gains on semis last few days, especially AVGO earning is coming after close today. So if one semi names their earnings fails, it's gonna affect all other semis. So there is some scareness there, and people are locking some games. In general, these semis are all of them are still super bullish on the longer term, but the 4 hours is pointing down for now. So that means profit locking, and right now it's 4 points higher, like 1%. So we'll see what market reacts at open. Five is up. If passes 282 at open, we're looking at going back to 386, 388 and higher level. And 5 and 30 is up. 1 hour is about to golden cross. So if 1 hour MACD golden cross confirms at open, when we get a jump at open, direction is upward. And we need to get a 15 MACD golden cross. But if it does break 378, 376, it falls at open, and then 30 minutes gives the dead cross, is gonna go down lower to 373, 369, and 367. 367 is a major level, and that was the level actually that was the low of the day after earning. If it can hold there, then it's gonna fill the gap and go to the lower level. Next stop is the previous all-time high, which is 349. So keep in mind, be open-minded. Anything is possible to happen. The AI, it still is hot. It's a hot thing, but when it pulls back, you don't know how far how far it's gonna go pull back. And where is the bottom? Once you see the 4 hour MACD golden cross, that is the bottom. That is when it's gonna bounce up, unless the daily and MACD dead crosses before. So anyhow, next one, Baba. Baba was very interesting yesterday. Midday it started jumping up. It got to 79.65, but it did not get validated in China. In Hong Kong, wasn't so green. I was red actually. And last night, again, there is a possibility that maybe jumps at open. We'll see how it does. 78, 73, and 79.65 are key level. If it goes below 78, then it can go back and retest the low of yesterday. If it jumps above 79.65, it can continue higher. The charts are a mess a little bit. Still weekly and daily is downward. 4 hour is pointing up, but we're getting a red bar. And the pre-market right now, 15 and 30 is downward. It's all about actions at open. Bidu, that one joined Baba yesterday, and it was midday jump up. It got close to 123.93. Pre-market in Hong Kong was green, and it jumped up there. Yeah, reverse, opposite of Baba. But right now, pre-market is pulling back a little bit, and 5 and 15 is dead cross. So as if it does go below 122, it's gonna go back to 122.09. 122.09 if it passes 122.09 comes. But if it jumps up at open and the 5 and 15 MACD jumps up and curves up, then the next level we're watching is 124, 126, and 127.83. Pre-market, 1 hour we get dark. 1 hour is still very bullish, and the 4 hour MACD is golden cross, which is a good sign. So Bidu does have a chance for run up if Baba doesn't fail. Netflix. Daily is very interesting after the jump up last 2 days. It's what's interesting is that if you see here that day on 518, it had a huge jump, Then the next 3 days, it gave it all back and then it runs up again. So there was an expectation that this time it jumps up, it's gonna do that the same again, but it did not, and it's staying in the range. If you look at the 4 hours, it's kind of making a bull flag. Once it breaks the 405, that's a key level you want to watch. Pre-market right now, 15, 5, 15:30, everything is just flat, nothing is special. 4 hour MACD is dead crossing, which is not a good sign, but it's still holding in the range. So what you want to watch is 405 is the key level. That's the high of last 2 days. If it breaks it, sky is the limit. Going up to the next major level, which is 423. But right now it's between 392 398 for today. If it breaks above 398, it's gonna be a 403 and 408 next level. But if it does go below 392, and because the 4 hours dead cross, so that's not a good sign. But it's still, as I said, holding in the range. If it breaks bottom of the range, bottom of the range is 388. 388 breaks, then it's in big trouble. Pullback comes. Meta, another name that's hot, and 10 a.m. What's his name? So Mark Zuckerberg is gonna announce what's, I don't know, nobody has a clue what he's gonna announce. So 10 a.m. everybody's waiting for us to see what he's gonna say. Pre-market right now 515 is downward, 30 and 1 hour is curving down, 4 hours just like flat wise, and 267.76 is a key level to watch. 267 is a major level. If it passes it, and whatever he says, it's good. Next major level is 275. If it gets crazy, 282 comes. And but if market sells and doesn't like what he says, 264, 260, and 258 comes. It's all about what he says. Tesla, I'm waiting for the monthly candle to come out at 9:30. If we get a yellow bar there, that would be awesome, and that's a huge sign that Tesla is on the verge to go much higher. Um, Tesla was really interesting. A lot of names got sold at close yesterday, but Tesla was kind of in the few names that it jumped up crazy. And it got to 203.76. There's still 30 minutes to go, so we'll see. We'll see what it does. But in general, what was interesting is that 4 hour MACD was about to dead cross yesterday, but then because of the jump up, midday bounce, and then jump up at close, it got diverted up. Same thing again. Right now, 4 hour is about to dead cross, but it can't jump. It can't get diverted and go up. So a little bit in the, mixed signal on 4 hour and 1 hour. Anything is possible. We have to pay attention to the price action at the end. These technicals are based on price action, so price action can change them. Weekly and daily is still very bullish. All about 203.76. Passes that one. Strong. We're looking at 205, 207. 207 is a major level. 207.75. If we pass that one, 210, 214, and 219, 26 can come. Tomorrow the job report, and it's possible to have a crazy day tomorrow. Again, if it fails and drops, 199, 197 on the next support level there. Microsoft pre-market 326 hit again, showing weaknesses. What's interesting is that Microsoft is kind of showing the same weakness as semis. If you pay attention, semis got weak, and Microsoft is acting the same because Microsoft, ChatGPT, so it does have effect on his semis actions. Semis behavior have effect on Microsoft behavior right now. Pre-market no clear direction 5:15:30. But it's 1 hour, 4 hour is downward. So what 326 almost was the low of yesterday. I'm sorry, 3 327.41 was the low of yesterday, and right now is holding there. It touched down 326, but is holding 327 right now. So 327 and 326 are the key level to watch. If it breaks below them, then we're looking at 324, 322, and 320.94 to come. But 1 hour right now we're getting yellow bar. So yesterday, even though it was bearish bear market, it had a jump at open. So it's possible it does the same again. It's possible that because 5 minutes right now is golden crossing, it's possible to have a jump up at open. If it does that, it can jump up to like 329, 331. Then maybe it fades again and go down, same like it did yesterday. Microsoft does solid actions, but it moves big these days. It was a huge move yesterday. Like, look, it opened at 332, it went to 335, then it came down, then it went up again. So these are a lot of opportunity to profit from it. You want to pay attention to the 5 minutes MACD for direction. Anyhow, next name, Google. Google is just building a base right now. If you look at the daily between 122 and 125 going up and down, need to break out either way for bigger run up or run down. So one daily MACD is curving down. If we do get a dead cross, that's not gonna be a good sign. But still, in general, it's still very bullish. And weekly and pre-market mixed signal, not clear what's gonna happen there. Sorry about that. AMD. AMD was very 4 hour dead cross, and it's continue going lower, and right now 1 hour is golden crossing, so there is possibility some temporary bottom right now. If it passes 118, we're looking at 119, go back to 121. Daily we got a dark blue bar, 4 hour red bars are increasing, and it's all about opening action. So if it does if the 5 minutes dead crosses, and if it goes below, breaks 117, the next level we're watching is 115 and 112 to come. But the pre-market, because 1 hour is golden cross, there is a chance for a bounce up. Boeing, and that this one had a big huge volume rise up at the close yesterday too, so keep an eye on it. 15 is flat, but 30 minutes curving down, but in general on the hourly and 4 hour and daily are looking very bullish, all about 208. 208 breaks, it's gonna be a run up to 211, and above that sky is the limit. SPY pre-market with 417 is holding up. If it can hold 417, again can go retest the low of yesterday, which was 416.22, but the levels I have is 415.93. Below that is going to be a disaster. Um, Disaster, I mean like 413, 411, and 410. But keep in mind, in general, market is still very bullish. So every dip is a huge opportunity for a dip buy and bounce up. So pre-market right now 515, 5 is a little bit curving up, 1530 is downward, and 4 hour we're starting getting a red bar, which is not good. If the red bar turns to yellow, that's a sign for the bottom. Tomorrow we got a job report, and the job report is going to have a huge effect on the whole market. It can make it super green, or it can continue going down. We'll see what the effect does. Most likely it should be green, but anyhow, 417 is holding right now. So again, if we do get a 15 and 30 minutes MACD golden cross, we're looking to, if we bounce, we're looking at the 418, 419.85, and 420.78 next level. QQQ, pre-market right now 5 is up, 15 and 30 no clear direction, 1 hour is upward, 4 hour we're getting a red bar, very bullish still on daily and weekly. We'll see what the market does. 345.94 and 350.06, these are key levels to watch. Breaks either way, bigger move ahead. What else you got? That's pretty much it. AVGO earning after close today, and I posted the levels on the chartwiser.com. You can see it there. One of the 4 hours already dead cross, so there is some weakness. Premiums are super expensive, so it's this one is gonna have a huge effect on the whole market. LRCX 4 hours dead crossing, so if it goes lower we're looking at 607 and can go back. If it breaks 600, we can go down all the way to 587. What else? Adobe, some pullbacks there. If it breaks below 408, we're looking to go back to 400. AI, a lot of people have played this name. If it does break below 31 and 30.66, it's going to go to the lower level, which is 28, 26, and 25. But if it does break above 33, so two key level to watch. 31.30 is two key levels for downward. 33 and 35 is for key levels to run up. So if it does a surprise jump up at open, because right now 15 and 30 is upward, and if it does break 33, 65, and 35, you never know, maybe it jumps up and go higher and people jump on it, and it could happen. Anything can happen in earnings season. CRWD, 143 right now, between 143 and 148. Breaks 148, we're gonna go back to 153. But earning, people didn't market like it, so if it does break below 143, low of yesterday was 138. So if it does break below 143, it's gonna go back to 140 and 137.77. um, Snow was interesting yesterday, made to 169, but pre-market not showing any sign there. What else we got? SoFi, hot banking name. 7 is the next key level to watch. INTC was very hot yesterday. A jump up 1% higher today right now, but pre-market looking a little bit weaker. And 4 hour we're getting dark blue bar. What else? DG Dollar General downward there, and the earning big drop. Um, that's pretty much. Oh, UPST, somebody asked. So UPST, let me just take a look. It's just a little bit messy there. Um, it needs to pass 30. 30 like looks like a mental level. Passes 30, then next key level is 48. In general, on the daily and weekly is still bullish. But 4 hour, keep in mind, every time that 4 hour dead crosses, it starts getting weaker. Any name, 4 hour when dead crosses gets weak. So right now, 4 hour and 1 hour is dead cross. There is a weakness there. If it breaks below 20, like low of the 2 days ago, 25.62, it can go and retest the low of the days before. But yeah, just this name, don't play heavy on it because it can have a wild moves. Manage your risk. And had failed their earnings, but is bouncing back up. So if it jumps up, you never know. Maybe it goes back up again. CRM, bad earning. That's why Dow Jones is red, because CRM is part of the Dow components. So pre-market right now, the low is 206. And if it breaks 206.5, we're looking at 202.38, and breaks 202, 200 mental level can come. Below that, 195.72. Pre-market right now, 5 is golden cross, 15 is curving up. If we do get a 1530 MACD golden cross and bounces up, we're looking at 209, 213, and 217. Let's see what else. TLT, I went over it. TLT, keep an eye on that one. That one is getting hot there. CHWY, big jump up there too. It reaches the 35.4 level. The next major level is 39 for long run. And that's it. Best of luck today. Keep in mind, Friday job report, big effect on the whole market. Thank you and bye.